Come on, Bryson.
Literally one more shot. Day 12. Dude, legit.
When I tell you I look forward to these videos.
I know. Every single day. It's been 12 days. I'm sick of this. Just make it in.
The 12 days of Christmas.
12
Bryson still
days
can't
of-
make it.
We are back, baby. We are back.
Guys, welcome
woo.
back to Tea Time with the Twins. I'm your host, Maggie Pilarski.
And I'm your founder, Anna Polarski. I think this is episode 7, and y'all, we've been absent. Just the joys of like moving to a different state and trying to get your life back together because you don't really know what you're doing with your life. It's kind of humbling.
Time consuming too.
And time consuming. So yeah, we've been absent, but like we said, we're back. Today's a glorious day, and it snowed yesterday. So that was the first time we've seen snow in like 3 years. So that was kind of exciting.
Yeah. And I just feel like...
I hope you guys can't see my pajama pants that I'm wearing because they're...
Double stripes, baby. You know, I just feel like I'm losing my identity because I'm losing my tan lines. So, and my
hair's turning black.
Yeah. It's hard, you know? But yeah, this is just like, it's a big change, very different environment. I think we did more in the first 2 weeks of moving here than we have done in all the 3 years of living in Florida. Hashtag community.
I was just about to say that's why community matters. And that was a big part of why we moved here. Here being Virginia. We have a lot of family over here, and we did know some people from college that we went to college with. Overall, just a really good, you know, young adult Catholic community. And we just felt like we really needed that because we didn't have that in Florida, unfortunately. So that's why we made a move. And
that's why we have, we went ghost for a little while because all of our equipment was packed up and I didn't know what to talk about because I was going through an existential crisis. So I didn't know if I was ready to share that with you guys yet. So yeah. But we finally got a home to live in. So we're renting and we are obsessed with it. It's so cute. It's literally everything we wanted. It checks off everything on our list. Like for example, like cozy living room, fenced in backyard, nice kitchen,
morning light and evening light from windows.
Yeah, but like the kitchen sink, there's like a big window, and it like goes out, so you can have like little herb garden.
So we have one basil plant that's currently dying in a jar.
It's actually not, but
maybe she's looking wimpy.
She has so many roots, though. You just have to plant her.
Yeah. As you guys know, whilst in Florida, we were journeying through the golf courses on a bev cart for 3 years in a row. And although...
Great money. I don't regret it.
Yeah, although the money was good and the vibes were good, it, as you know, is not a career, and it was time to move on. I was offered a job that's remote, and I really like it, but... The thing that I like most about it is the fact that it is remote, although it can be lonesome at times because I went from a job that was completely in person, seeing people every single day, always talking, always yapping. And I went from that to completely like me and a computer screen, which is kind of very difficult. However, I do like the fact that it's remote because that will give me a lot more opportunity to travel, to see family and friends, and to buy a house in Florida so I can be a snowbird. Maggie, on the other hand.
Currently unemployed.
Which is okay because this is part of life.
No, I actually did have a job, but it just wasn't for me, was not sustainable. So prayers are appreciated. And, you know, I've just been chilling, looking for another job, hanging out with Anna, and working on like my like my personal life, getting back into that like personal development era, because I feel like I was lacking in that for a really long time. So I've been journaling more. I've been doing like meditations and affirmations more, reading like a ton more.
Also, another thing that we kind of partially shared is like when we first moved here, that was September, right?
Yeah, it was like mid-September.
When we first moved here, we went down a little hole of.
Yeah, well, that's like the main part of this podcast is like kind of getting out of a rut.
Yeah.
And like what we did.
We were living out of a box in our cousin's basement, and we did not have a gym membership, and we kind of just were like so focused on finding a place to live, not necessarily finding a job because we both had one at that point, but just trying to get back into the groove and the routine. And it was so hard, and we did not work out for over a month. I was losing my mind, but at the same time, I also couldn't bring myself to go to the gym.
Yeah. We went from working out twice a day, almost every single day, to completely not working out at all.
Like a walk here
going
or
on
there.
a walk. I legit lost 10 pounds within probably like the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I started crying because I was like, shoot, all my muscle's gone.
I know. We lost so much muscle. And like another thing is we weren't even eating.
You have something on your hand?
Fez. We weren't even eating because we were kind of stressing, but also the amount of like pressure and stress we're putting on our bodies from 2 days. We were just shoving our faces with food because we needed energy.
Yeah.
And then when we stopped working out, I wasn't even hungry because I'm like, I'm not even pushing my body, so I don't need this food. So like I couldn't see my waist for a little bit. It was kind of exciting. We're slowly but surely getting back to the grind. We're not going to the gym every single day at 5, but
we're doing it like a couple times a week.
And if we do skip it, we try and go in the afternoon, which has been good because we're still getting that movement in.
Mm-hmm. Or we'll go on a walk or something.
Yeah. And I do have to say, I hated the gym that we're currently going to. It's kind of dark. There's no windows or good lighting in there, but slowly but surely I'm starting to appreciate it more, and I'm finding new fun equipment to use, and it's starting to get better, and I'm starting to appreciate more, and I'm starting to feel more like myself, because since moving here, I haven't felt like myself in a super long time. So it's nice to feel that again. And with that also, you gain a little bit more confidence because you're like, okay, I'm back. Like I said, we're not completely there yet, but we are in the development of getting there.
The journey.
So that's really exciting.
What is Kobe say? He's like,
it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah.
There is some sort of beauty when you kind of hit rock bottom and like basically having the mindset that you know you're not staying there forever. For me, when we did our first 5 a.m., I was like on the verge of tears because I would look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, and it's just sad because it's like, okay, I don't, like, my body does not look like it used to. Like, I don't have muscle, and I was kind of upset about that.
I wasn't even worried about the look. I was worried about the feel.
But also the feel, yeah. Like, I didn't feel strong, and like,
barely curled 10 pounds.
I know, like, it's very humbling when you can't do what you once could in the gym. Like I said, there's a beauty to it because you know you're not going to be there forever, and you just have to understand and put it in your mind that like you just have to take it day by day. It's one step at a time, and you just have to be patient and you have to be humble. And like I said, starting to do that more and more these past couple of weeks, like I'm slowly but surely getting back to what I once was. And it's like, okay, like I know that I'm capable of doing this, so I will achieve great things.
For me, I've been doing like setting like super small goals, not just in the gym, but just like within my routine as well. When I wake up, making sure I get my protein drink in, and then also like my lemon water, or I've started doing bone broth in the morning. Heard wonderful things about it because I feel like my hormones have been a little off recently. And I've been having more like anxiety and panic attacks. I don't know why.
Yeah. Not me, but yeah.
So I'm just trying to get that figured out because that's not fun to deal with. Some of my small goals are like practicing more, just like random little things to like try and heal my hormones again, or at least balance them out. But then like in the gym, back when I was yoked out of my mind, I was able to like squat easily 45-pound plates. And the other day in the gym, I was like, I really want to back squat. And I was like nervous because I was like, I don't know how heavy I can go, because the first 5 a.m. session that we went to here, I like 25-pound plates was like heavy and I was struggling. It was so embarrassing and I was getting so mad at myself. So then the other day I was like, I'm just gonna see how I feel, go as heavy as I can. And I was like, I'm not even trying to like PR right now. I just want to see if I can do 45-pound plates on each side. I went to like 25-pound plates and it was like super easy. And I was like, okay, go up 10 more on each side. And I did that. Dude, let's freaking go. And then I did 45 on each side. Okay. Yes, I lost weight, but like this goes to show you that I didn't like lose all my muscle. And so I was super pumped about that. And then also I did the power hour. Although I almost yacked after, I was very proud of myself because Can
I just say real quick? Midway through the workout, I got like multiple texts from Maggie. Like 1 minute I get one text from Maggie, dude, if my heart explodes, like...
No, I was like, no, if I go down, it's my heart exploding. Or like my brain exploded.
And I was like, okay, whatever. And then there was another text like, dude, Anna, I'm literally about to pass out. And then like I was on the treadmill and then I see her on the treadmill. She's like, dude, I'm literally about to yak. And then I look over and she's like, okay, I'm gonna start running now. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
But I was proud of myself because my goal was I want to go unbroken on as many segments as I could. The first 10 minutes is running. I went unbroken. Second 10 minutes, it's step
The
timer.
fact that running for 10 minutes straight is like...
is literally so hard for me.
know.
And like, judge me, I don't care. Oh, the only one that I didn't go unbroken on was the rower. So I stopped after 5 minutes, took like a 30-second break, and then did 5 more minutes. Elliptical was super easy. I had to do step climber again, and I was on the struggle bus for that one. And that's when I started feeling like I was going to throw up and pass out. I'm like, I got to finish this. And I almost didn't run. I almost just walked for the last 10 minutes. And I was like, no. But I finished it. And I was so excited. So, just setting small little goals to just build yourself back up is so important.
Oh, we're doing 75 hard on Monday again. I'm terrified.
I'm kind of scared though.
Listen, the reason I'm scared is because we're starting right around the holiday season. So there's going to be lots of temptation. In a way, I feel like this is also a good time for me because I'm glad I did it the first time, but I feel like I didn't necessarily get the results I expected. First of all, this is going to be different in the sense of like our outdoor workouts are going to be during the winter time. So
guys, literally pray for us. Please pray.
But diet wise, I know that you can kind of like structure it to your specific specifications. But last time we did no seed oils or processed food. And this time we are doing no sugar.
That means no more Olipop.
I know. When I say no sugar, I mean like no cookies
sugar.
or chocolate or any added sugar in certain foods. That's the kind of sugar I'm talking about. So I'm excited. Like I said, I feel like this is a good time for me because I need that little discipline in my life right now.
I have that boost.
I know. And I have the time to do it, especially working a remote job. And
especially not working.
And I'm also excited because that means I can buy more books. All the books we have, I've literally read like 1 to 2 times already. And so I kind of want to get some more books to, gain more knowledge about different things. So I'm excited. It's going to be a challenge, but I really want to hold myself accountable this time. Not fail it 5 days in like we did the first time. And how I'm going to kind of make it happen is I'm going to look at it as a 30-day challenge. So just kind of focus on the first 30 days. And then once those are done, I'm like, okay, scratch that. And then another 30-day challenge. Once that's done, scratch it. And then I have 15 days. So that's how I'm going to view it.
Also,
and again,
the first 30 days are the hardest and the last 15 days are the hardest. And
Yeah.
the 30 in between, it's like, okay, this is my routine. This is what I do now. I just remember last time, once we got through the first 30 days, I forgot that I was even doing this. And
I know, it was just so part of my life. But another thing that was like very important that we did the first time, you can't look at it as a whole. Like you can't be like, oh my gosh, 75 days. No, you have to look at it as just take it day by day. Okay, today I have to do this, this, and this. Check it off. And then once you're done, you're like, okay, cool. go to bed, and then it's the next day, do it again. But you can't, like, for me, especially in how my mind works, I cannot look at it as 75 days or I will die.
That, and also, like, don't look at it like kind of like you're lacking, like, oh, I can't have sugar, like, I can't drink alcohol. Be like,
It's a privilege to not have sugar or alcohol.
No, literally, like, don't look at it like a negative thing. When we first did it, we weren't even drinking alcohol. But then I was like, oh, because I'm doing this, I can't drink alcohol. So, like, this is going to be so much harder. Like,
knowing that it was like a restriction almost made me want to drink alcohol.
I know.
Which was so dumb.
And then I remember the day after we finished, it was like Thanksgiving, and I had my first glass of wine. I was like, I was not missing out on anything.
I know.
So
it was gross.
It was disgusting.
And I didn't even feel good.
I just feel like I've been lacking in discipline so much these past couple of months that I'm just ready to lock in, baby. And not just like my physical aspect of life, but like spiritual,
mental,
emotional.
Mm-hmm. We're entering the revolution era.
Revolution era. Is that one word?
Revolution era. We're starting a revolution, essentially.
Yes. 2025 is our year. Let's talk about this. Actually, this is a good topic. We were talking about this with Sam the other day about how, for me, I felt like I wasted a lot of time this year, and I didn't do a lot of the things that I said I was going to do. The letters that I write to myself at the beginning of the year, I feel like I'm going to read that and be extremely disappointed. So I'm super excited for that one.
I already know because I said that at the beginning of this year that I was going to run the 2024 New York City Marathon, and I was laying in bed watching everyone else run.
No, but for real, I felt like I just like did not carry out a lot of things I said I was going to do.
And I do have to say, not to interrupt you, but like,
you are.
I know for me, the reason that I wasted a lot of time is because I was so focused on finding a new job and finding a place to live here that I wouldn't allow myself to do anything else, because I was like, no, I need to be applying for jobs and doing research for jobs and finding homes. So I can't go live my life at the beach, or I can't go hang out with these people because I need to focus on this. I would just kind of just waste my time thinking that I was being productive when I actually wasn't. And I missed out on a lot, and I do regret it.
Yeah. I want to like restructure my life. Sam was talking about there's like, it's called like the big fat calendar or something.
My big ass calendar or something.
Yeah. But it's like a giant calendar with the entire year on it on just one page. And this guy says like, you should set like every 3 months, go on a mini adventure, basically work your job around your life instead of vice versa. So it's not like your job is your life.
And that's what we did all
the
year.
time. Literally all the time.
Is we would revolve our life around our job.
So like I did not live this year.
Speaking of letters, as we know, we have a little bit over a month left until the new year, entering our 2025 era. As you know, like Maggie said earlier, every single year we write a letter to ourselves. So basically this is just time to reflect on your past year. And for us, our reflecting was wasted time. So we obviously want to change that, but we challenge you guys this year. Some of you guys did it last year, which is kind of cool, but we challenge you guys this year to write a letter to yourselves, lay out what changes you want to see in your life within 2025, how you want to discipline yourself, how you want your mentality to change, whatever goal it is, write it out and kind of let that be your guide. But you can't read it. You have to let it be your guide throughout the year, but you can't read it until the end of the year.
So it's like you're manifesting it subconsciously.
That's kind of like, for me, something that I've personally been reflecting on recently, and kind of the things that I want to accomplish within this next year. And I'm also...
Why don't you share a few of those things?
One of the things specifically that I want to do is I want to reach, which I know is so possible, but is to reach 20 podcasts, like having created 20 podcasts, because Alex Hermosi, he's a cool entrepreneur. And he said basically when people start podcasts, like they'll do like 2, 3, 4, and they kind of just like fall out of that pattern out of that rhythm and they just end up stopping. But he's like, if you continue and you end up creating 20 podcasts, he's like, basically like you're gonna go far, like people are gonna start seeing it, it's gonna be successful. So that's kind of my goal, is to reach 20 podcasts, more than 20 podcasts, but for sure get to 20 podcasts and just like soar from there. Another one of my goals is to become a runner.
Yes.
Guys, I told some girls the other day, I was like, I've been trying to become a runner gal pal for the past 3 years, and the most I've ever ran was like 5 miles. So we're gonna.
I was in
runner.
a running era like 2 years ago. I think the most I reached was like 6 miles, but I was running like 2 or 3 times a week, and I loved it. It was so much fun.
But I want like
But
right
I want to
now.
like be like, oh yeah, I just
ran 10
12
miles.
12 miles.
Right now when I run, I feel like I'm heaving a tree trunk behind me. Like it's so hard for me to run. So I want to be so good at it that it's like I look like I'm floating past you when I run past you. And I bought a running vest so long ago and I literally never used it. So
I know, sorry, Dad, but I got a running vest for Christmas last year and I haven't used it once.
So we're going to use it this year.
So we're going to use it, this year.
Well, I meant to say next year, but also this year.
Another one of my goals is to travel more. I know everyone says that, but like I had so many opportunities to go on trips last year and I chose not to because I had a fear that I didn't have enough money, even though I so did. And I was like, oh, I got to save my money. And I missed out on a lot of trip opportunities and time with friends because of a fear mindset with money. So we're going to switch that to an abundance mindset. You can always make back money. And I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm just saying, like, don't have that fear in missing
At the end
out
of the
on-
day, family and friends are what matters most.
Yeah. Like, I missed out on really cool experiences because I was scared. No more fear in 2025.
But with that being said, again, we want to challenge you this next month to reflect on your past year and visualize what you want for next year and write that letter to yourself. Tuck that baddie away and fulfill the promises you made to yourself.
It's very deep.
Thank you. We don't have tea, and I'm just realizing that now.
Cheers.
But thanks for listening. We're so glad we're back.
We're so
I
glad.
missed this.
I would miss this so much. I wish I could like capture a picture of my view right now. I can. I'm just gonna take a picture.
POV, baby.
POV. Ooh.
Wait, hit the lights.
Hit the lights. Let the music move you. Lose yourself tonight.
Yeah. So thanks for listening
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being patient.
in our absence and in our midlife crisis.
Yeah. 8th one this year.
We will see you guys shortly. Wish us luck on our 75 hard journey. Hold us accountable as we will try to hold ourselves accountable.
Yeah, we're going to be doing like updates on our page. So watch out for those. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.